Hey, congratulations! Today is the 5th episode of the Learn Speed Cubing series, and today we'll learn 2-look permutation of the last layer. We're learning how to solve the last layer in just 5 seconds. For this video, you should already know how to solve the last layer. If you haven't learned to solve the last layer, check the link in the description. This method is a bit advanced. In the previous video, we talked about 2-look orientation of the last layer. With the help of 2-look orientation of the last layer, we used to make the entire top yellow. And now we'll talk about 2-look orientation of the last layer and 2-look orientation of the last layer. We'll solve all that's left here. That means there are 2 looks in 2-look, right? So in 1 look, we'll make all the headlights. Like, this is 1 headlight. We call this a headlight. If there aren't 2 matching colors here, then it's not a headlight. In this particular algorithm, we'll make headlights everywhere. And in the second algorithm, we'll solve them. That means in 1 look, we'll make the headlights. And in the second look, we'll solve the edges. That's all, so don't waste more time here. Come directly to the first case. You might have some intuitive algorithms, but even if you don't, I'm here. I'll teach you. How do you remember them? If you don't know how to do 2-look orientation of the last layer, how to make the top yellow, then I have a playlist called Learn Speed Cubing in the description below. Check it out at the top of the description. You'll find the video there. Go and watch the one called 2-look orientation of the last layer and learn from it. We're not here to discuss that right now. The very first case you'll get after you solve 2-look orientation of the last layer, once you've solved 2-look orientation of the last layer, now you have to look here. Are you getting any headlights? Is there any headlight? Here it is. There's a headlight. You have to place the headlight on the left. This is our left. This is the left side. Okay, this is not the left. This is the left. Place it on the left. Now you have to use this algorithm. Don't worry. Even though it's long, I'll explain how you can remember it. Now look at the finger tricks. RU, RU, RF. R2U, RU, RU, RF. And now see, there are headlights everywhere. This is also a headlight. This is also a headlight. This is also a headlight. And this is also a headlight. We'll consider this one a headlight too. Alright, now let's learn how to remember this algorithm. First, we'll look for any headlight. We found one. Here it is. Okay, we'll consider this one a headlight too. We're not discussing others now. This is a headlight. Ignore the edge, keep the headlight on the left, and follow this algorithm. Listen carefully. First, we'll do the sexy move. After that, we have to save this corner here, which means with RF, this corner will be saved here. Now, if we do R once, that is, solve this, then if we are inserting this pair here, with RUR, and then after doing a once more, we are taking out this corner again with RUR. So look, in the end, you'll figure out just by looking at it, guys. And we have headlights on every side now. Okay, if it still seems difficult, I'll explain again. We'll keep the headlights. We'll do the sexy move once on the left, which means RU, just once. We'll save this here, this pair, meaning we'll solve it with RF. We'll insert this pair here and do U. Now we'll take this pair out again, and the last one left you can recognize by looking at it. If you still can't understand this algorithm with this technique, then unfortunately you just can't understand it. Alright, we've learned the first case, and there's just one more case left, the second and last case of 2-look permutation of the last layer. We have to make headlights in all the corners. In the first look, we make the headlights. In the previous case, we were getting 1 headlight, but in this case, we're not getting any headlights. So we can hold it from any side and apply this algorithm. First, we'll look at the finger trick, then we'll learn how to do it, okay? FRU, RU, RUR, FRU, RU, RF, RFF. Now we'll learn how to memorize it. Look, there are no headlights anywhere, so you can hold it from any side. Do an F move on the front layer once, done F. Now insert this pair here, this pair, RUR. Now do a U once. Now take this pair out again, RUR, and solve it, done. Now do a sexy move once, RURU, and do a sledgehammer once, RFR. Okay, if you guys didn't understand this, it means you haven't watched that video from my series, in which I taught you guys how you can memorize algorithms intuitively. I'll teach you this again. You'll find that video below in the playlist. Go and watch the Learn Speed Cubing and How to Learn videos, then you'll understand this video. Look, F, now I'm inserting this pair here. Now I'm doing it after RUR, taking this pair out again with RUR and fixing it. Now this is a T case which we solve with Sexy Move RURU and Sledgehammer. Congratulations, you've learned the first look of two look, meaning it's not one look, it's the first step. We've learned that part. That means we've learned how to make a headlights case. Now we have to learn the second step of the two look method, which we have to do next. So, when you guys make headlights on every side, there will be two types of cases. Either one edge will be solved, like here one edge is solved, and three will be unsolved. Now, what's the first case here? This edge piece has to go here. See, this is green color. This green color has to go here. See, this green will go here and match with the green. In such a case, solvers will keep it at the back and apply this algorithm. M2U. MU2, MU, M2. Some people must have lost hope by now, thinking, how will we do this? We'll never be able to remember this in our life. I'm starting to explain, brother. I'm starting to explain. Learn M2U intuitively. You guys will have to remember the first two moves, M2 and U. Now you've remembered them. Now you have to bring this centerpiece here, which means you have to do M. How to do M? I've already taught you the finger trick for that. In the previous video, when this one came to the front, you have to rotate these two edges once. Do U2 and put this back, and now when it matches with this, the last case left is M2, right? If you didn't understand, rewind a little and watch again. I can't explain it to you any easier than this. So this is the second case of two-look permutation of the last layer for the edges. What was good about the previous case? Even now, a solver has kept it at the back. What was there in the previous case? The color that was here had to go there, but now there's orange here and it has to go. In the front, in the previous case, the color here had to go to the left, but in this case, the color here has to come to the front. In the same algorithm, only the U and U moves are different. First, I'll show you how the finger tricks for this algorithm work. It might be a little difficult, but if you use these finger tricks after practicing for an hour or two, the algorithm will get into your hands. M2, now you have to flick U like this. Alright, now do M, U2 M, then again U with this finger and M2. Now I'll teach you, don't worry, this is the same case, it has to come here. We'll keep orange solved at the back. Okay, you can remember M2 and U, right? M2 and U. Now again, you have to bring this one to the front. You have to do U2 like this and put it back again. Now again, match the red with the red, this red edge, and when you do M2, it's solved, right? Man, what was so difficult about it? Why were you so stressed? Those two cases are done, and only one last case is left. Congratulations, here it is. The last case, man. I'm feeling sleepy. It's 3 ante-meridiem, actually. It's even past 3, yeah. It's 3-7 ante-meridiem. Here is the last case. All 4 corners are messed up, but it's a very interesting situation. This edge is here, this edge is here, this edge is here, and this edge is here. That means these two need to swap with each other, and these two need to swap with each other. Look, this is red, it needs to go here. With red, this is orange, it needs to go here. Okay, this is blue, it needs to go here. This is green, it needs to go here. You can hold it from any side, but before that, I want to teach you a trigger. It's a really fun trigger, man. M2U, M2, that's it. If you understand this trigger, it's a small one, then you'll understand this algorithm. Let me tell you again, M2U, M2 man. If you get this trigger, that's all there is to it. You just have to do this trigger twice, and in between the two, do U2 once. Got it? That's the algorithm. Now let's try it on this. M2, U, M2. That's the first trigger done. Now, like I said, in between, you have to do U2 once. And now, the same trigger again, M2, U, M2. And if I do this at speed and show you, you'll say, hey man, that's cool. Right now, you don't need advanced finger tricks. Those will come later. After 2, 3, or 4 videos, I'll tell you how you guys can do M2 and U2. For now, you can do M2 with a single move like this. U, then M2, then U2, then M2, then U, then M2. Right now, beginners can use finger tricks. It's not a problem. We'll learn a lot of advanced things later. Oh man, sorry. I forgot. There's one last case left. Okay, the last case is very interesting, really interesting. All 4 edges are messed up, alright? The previous case was called edge perm, where you had to swap the 2 in front and the 2 on the sides with each other. But here, there's a very interesting situation. Here, these 2 need to swap with each other, and these 2 also need to swap with each other. Look, green has to go here, orange has to come here, red has to go here, and blue has to go here. It means these 2 need to swap with each other, and these 2 need to swap with each other. So you won't just hold the position like this, you'll hold it in such a way that the right and front ones swap with each other, okay? Here, the right and front ones are not swapping, while this one is going here and this one is going there. So the 2 that are swapping with each other, you'll keep one on the right and one on the front. But I can't teach you the direct algorithm here. Sorry guys, I've come to teach you an even easier technique than that. What's the matter today? You guys forget about the algorithm. Just practice the trigger I'm about to tell you. M2U, M2, that's it. Yes, that was the trigger. M2U, M2U. Practice this trigger as much as you can. I'll repeat, M2U, M2U. Yes, once you practice this trigger as much as possible, once you get used to it, then practice the next trigger that I'm about to tell you, which is U2. M2, U2. Yes, that's it. It's done. The second trigger was just this much. That's all there was to it. The second trigger, what was it? Let me tell you again. U2, M2, U2, right? And when you practice both these triggers thoroughly with all your heart, then after these 2 triggers, just do an M move once. What is M? That means moving the middle layer up. Which we've already learned in the previous video. And this is how the algorithm will come out. For the 2 that need to be swapped, keep one on the right and one on the front and apply this algorithm. First, the first trigger, which you've already practiced a lot, M2U, M2U. Done. I told you after the first trigger, do an M once. And now the second trigger, which is U2, M2, U2. And at the end, you'll see for yourself that you just need to turn the middle layer and your 2-look permutation of the last layer is solved. And today you all have become masters. You learned 2-look orientation of the last layer in the previous video, 2-look permutation of the last layer in this video, and now you all have learned how to solve the last layer in 5 seconds. Now it depends on your practice, whether you can get it down to 5 seconds by practicing wholeheartedly for a week, or you can't even achieve it in a year. In my opinion, if you practice regularly for 3 or 4 days, it's possible to solve the last layer in 5 seconds. And here, I'm about to make a really fun announcement, so listen up. In the upcoming videos, we are starting the cross first 2 layers orientation permutation method. Yes, the cross first 2 layers orientation permutation method, which means making the advanced cross on the bottom, solving the F12, that is, the first 2 layers together, and we're gonna move on to some really advanced level things. So just be ready for that, and we're ending today's video here. That's it for me. It's 3 o'clock at night. What time is it now, man? It's 3:15, the whole night will go in editing, and that's it, man. I just taught you HPOM, right? This is the algorithm I keep using in my videos. Even now, it looks so cool. I mean, if someone is standing in front of you, they'll think you're a scientist, right? What are you doing, man? As we go ahead, we'll learn these kinds of advanced things. So yeah, where did this mosquito come from? That's it for this video, man. Join our Learn Speed Cubing series. I want you to join. It's free, man. The best part is it's free. I want you to join. If a kid starts solving the cube in 10 or 11 seconds, then all these things are necessary for him. You guys will have to go through this CDO. I think, man, let's end the video here now. We'll meet in the next video. Is Advanced Cross F2L your favorite part coming up? A video is coming on how to solve the cube in 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Goodbye, man.